Live button.
Oh, yes, we've got a countdown timer and we are live. It is Facebook Live.
Woo!
Here we are. I am Mike Lyon.
And I am Jen Barkin, Director of Fun.
Yes, you are. And we are here with you today in April. We're doing a fun Facebook Live session. We're excited about this one, because our Director of Fun, Jen Barkin, always likes to tie it in to something that's happening, something that's timely and relevant. So we want to do that for you. And listen, it's April and it's tax season. That just happened. What was that, Tuesday?
Yesterday, buddy.
It's all right. It's all good. I filed an extension. And, because of tax season, we want to make sure that you don't pay the bad phone call tax, right?
Yes.
This can be avoided. There are loopholes. There are ways around it. And that only comes through preparation. But we're going to kind of role play here for you. Good call, bad call, or bad call first, then good call. And we want to get your feedback and comments. So for those of you who are just joining us,
hello,
say
everyone.
Hi. Let us know where you're at. And while you're talking, tell us what the first cell phone you ever had. That's always a good question to ask. What's the first cell phone you ever had? There's one of the old school ones. As we're talking about the phone, we want to say hi to you. So, let's get started right now. I mean, Jen, what was your idea for this? Where did this come from?
So, as Director of Fun for Do You Convert, that's my second job. We like to do something fun, but, also have a learning moment for you guys out there watching on Facebook. And, we were thinking, we spend a lot of time focused on phone calls, and I've been listening to, I've been listening to a lot of phone calls lately, and some of them have been good and some of them not so good. So we just want to kind of talk about, one, why is the phone so important? Why do we keep bringing this up and drilling this into you? And then just kind of go over what are good things to say and what are not so good habits that we sometimes fall into. So
we're going to get right in this. Before we wanted to say hi to Summer. She says the Nokia Flip. There you go. I got a flip phone for you. There you go, Summer. It's Motorola. It's not quite Nokia, but we're close. So,
hey Terry,
good to see you.
I haven't given Mike a black eye just yet, but you never know.
Virtual.
It's
virtual. We hide it. Okay, so to start off this role play, I will play the not so great online sales specialist on the phone. Why? Because I can do that pretty well. That's kind of comes naturally to me. And Jen's going to be the customer. So let me get my props because I've got props for this. Here we go. This is going to be my phone.
Get ready.
Okay, I'm ready. Do I look ready?
You know what you're supposed to do?
I know. I got this. Hey, I got it. It's good. I got it. Here we go.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Bad call.
I don't even have my phone ready here. Right,
Okay, I'm calling.
Okay.
Ring, ring.
Yeah. Hi, this is Mike.
Hi, Mike. Where am I calling? I was looking for Happy Acres.
Yes. No, this is Lion Builders.
Oh, okay. I was looking on your website. I was interested in looking at some of the new homes in the area.
Okay, sure. Yeah. Did you want to come out and see those? Come out and see the homes?
Well, I don't think I'm quite ready for that. Maybe I'll drive by when I have time. Do you have any homes ready soon, or do I have to build?
Oh, yeah. I think so. Give me a sec. I'll check on that. I just need to pull something up. Clickety clackety, clickety clackety.
Well, what time do you open? I'll just drive over.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that sounds good. We're open 12 to 5, Monday through Friday, and then on the weekends, 12 to 5 and 1 to 5 on Sunday. You wanted to set up a time to come out?
No, I think I'll just drive out.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, thanks. They're there for you and they're ready. So thanks. Have a good visit.
All right. Sounds good. Bye. Click.
Yeah, that was an awesome call. They're coming. That's great. Someone's coming. Should I count that as an appointment? Right? They basically said they were coming.
All right. Well, let's pause.
Do a post-mortem.
All right. Let's pause. Let's talk about first what did Mike do well here? Anybody have a guess? What did he do well? Because he did do something well, even though the rest was a train wreck. He answered the phone.
I did answer the phone. Hey, you know what? That is a challenge for a lot of people. Step one is answer the phone. That's good.
Guys, you answer the phone, you're winning. So when you answer that phone, because we know some of your competition's not, right? So answering the phone, you're winning, you're already a step ahead. Now, let's talk about what my buddy didn't do so well.
Yeah, go ahead and lob up those comments. Start first with this. How was my general demeanor? What was wrong there? You guys can chat out what we did not do so well. Talk through that. But yeah, I mean, a lot of people are what getting started. They're not even prepped for this. They're not ready. Right. They're not in a good spot.
Right.
They're kind of leaning back, chillaxing.
Yeah. No energy. Yeah. Leaning back.
Do you think that comes across on the phone? I mean, you can hear it, right?
Absolutely. I know I could, as I was calling line builders. So yeah, you're relaxed, you're distracted, you're not really, focused. When that phone rings, guys, this is an opportunity for you to engage with a prospective buyer and, set an appointment, make some money, get some sales for your teams out there. So by being kind of nonchalant about it, I think you're sending that message to the person on the other end. Absolutely.
And thanks for the comments. We see it, Corey. And if you did not like that call, tap that little frowny face on your phone. What is that? I don't know what that means on Facebook when they're just mad, they're scowling. But yeah, when the call comes in, you got to be ready because this is game time. You got to be like, I call it Buddy the Elf excited. For those of you who know what I'm talking about, Buddy the Elf was excited about everything. And you got to be excited that this person's calling. Jen is naturally in an excited state. But
yes,
yeah,
Jessica didn't control the conversation. I'm always, those of you that have worked with me as a coach know that I'm big on controlling the conversation. So, Mike didn't ask me really anything that I was looking for. He just wanted to quickly jump to the appointment. And, I wasn't ready that we hadn't built any rapport.
Right.
There was nothing there that there was no permission for me to go out and have that appointment with him yet. So, that's something that we see a lot of sometimes, not a lot, but sometimes where, the online sales specialist, they get that objection of, no, I'm just gonna, drive out when I have time. And then we just say, okay, that's fine. We know our salespeople are out there and they'll take care. So just take back control and, ask those questions before you just quickly get off the phone. So
let's talk about this a little bit. The long, awkward pause.
Yeah. He was
good one, Ian. Thank you. Yes. Ian says scared, but the long pause when people are looking things up, we hear this a lot.
Yes.
On our calls, on the shops, on recordings. Yeah. Where does that come from and how can we avoid that?
Yeah. So, that's one of the challenges we have as online sales specialists is making sure that we're up to date on all the information. And of course, we're not the on-site experts, but we need to have a good general knowledge about everything on site. But, if you do have to look something up, that's totally fine. But use that pause as an opportunity to ask those qualifying questions. So, Mike, tell me where you live now. Tell me a little bit about what you're looking for. Use that. That's the perfect opportunity for you to really build that rapport and get to know the person that you're talking to.
Yep.
Even if it's like, hey, what about this crazy weather? Oh my good,
Yeah, even those questions that don't require a lot of thinking answers or return, just get them talking about something to more rapport building questions. Give that a thumbs up. Like that one if you thought that was good from Jen. Now let's do this. Let's flip it around and let's do a good role play call. So in order to do this, we'll have to have Jen play the good online sales specialist. Look at that. She's ready. She's poised.
Okay.
And so I will be the customer. Okay.
I'm sitting at my desk in front of my computer. I've got my phone here. I've got my notebook or my phone call worksheet, and I'm in a great mood. I'm excited, and I'm ready to do a good job for my builder and my sales team. So that's you got to be on. You got to be thinking that way.
Yep, you got to be prepared to open strong. That's good. Here we go. And ring, ring, ring.
Okay. Thank you for calling Barkin Builders. This is Jen. How can I help you today?
Yeah, hi Jen. I'm interested in learning more about your new homes in the area.
Sure. And with whom am I speaking with?
Oh, my name is Mike.
Hey, Mike. How are you today?
I'm doing great.
So, Mike, absolutely. Tell me a little bit about what you're looking for. We have several beautiful new homes to choose from.
Okay, so we're looking for 4-bedroom, two plus bath. 2.5 baths would be great. Open floor plan, large yards for our puppies, and we're just starting to look. We're really just getting going. I was on your website, thought I'd give you a call.
Awesome. Well, just looking is absolutely the fun part. So we have awesome homes. We actually have one that would be a great fit for you that's ready now, or we could possibly build one for you. So if you have a few minutes, I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Okay, so let's freeze. Let's do a freeze. And let's talk about this, because we're not going to get into qualifying questions. We could sit here and spend another 5 minutes on the phone, but this is the part where they're using the prospect worksheet.
Yeah.
Right? So something that is in front of you, making sure you're checking the list off. You're going through and you're volleying back and forth. They ask a question, you give an answer, you ask a qualifying question, area, time frame, authority, wants, needs, and desires, and financial resources or investment range, right? That's what we have to cover on our call. That's a process. That's taking the control, moving them down the right path. So this is often missed. We let the prospect on the other end of the line drive this entire conversation, and we hang up, and all we have is what they gave us, as opposed to going, I need to cover all of these things. So this is the part where we're going through qualifying, right, Jen?
Yeah, absolutely. And, pick up on those cues when I said, tell me a little bit about what you're looking for. And he said, 4 bedrooms, 2.5 bath, need a yard for my pups. This is where you can pick up on those little things. Oh, pups, what kind of pups do you have? Okay, great. Who are you going to be enjoying your new home with? Oh, I have 2 kids. Sure, great. What are their ages? I mean, all of these things are going to make a big difference in how you control the conversation and direct them to the best fit, for them and their lifestyle. They have 2 kids, they have pups, they're going to need a mudroom probably. You're picking up on these cues. And if we're distracted and we're not really listening or asking those questions, then we're doing everybody a disservice by not taking it to the next step.
Absolutely. So while we're getting ready to finish the rest of this call, why don't you do this? Chat out or comment on here and let us know what your favorite qualifying question is that you ask.
Oh,
that gets you the best answers. That's always a good one. We like to hear that. Okay, so unfreeze. We're going back to the call. Now she's going to wrap it up because it's time to set the appointment. Ready? Unfreeze. Go. Okay.
Sounds like we have a great start. The next step would be, Mike, to set an appointment and come out and take a tour of our new homes.
Oh, yeah. I'm not sure we're quite there yet, but we'll drive out just when we have time on this weekend.
Mike, that certainly is an option. However, I have had some customers do that, and they come out and our salesperson is busy with a buyer or writing a contract, and they get disappointed. So we would like to set a definite time for you to come out and get the designated attention that you deserve. Does that sound good for you? Would a weekend or weekday work for you?
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. Probably this weekend, but I have to check with my wife.
Well, smart man. My husband knows he's got to check with me too. How about this? We'll go ahead and set up a time for you guys to come out Saturday at 1 p.m. And if you check with your wife and that doesn't work, no problem. We can certainly change that.
Yeah. Okay. No, that sounds good.
Okay. And what was your wife's first name and your last name?
Her name's Corey. Our last name is Lyon.
Awesome. And what is a great phone number and email address for you? I'm going to send you over a confirmation email with directions and who you'll be meeting with at the sales model. So you'll have all that information.
And scene. Look at this. You're getting comments up here. Someone has been working on their scripts. Yeah. Hey. You're hired, Jen.
When it's drilled into you, and that's a great segue. So I just want to say real quick, yes, I learned these scripts, like almost 5 years ago. And, sometimes you learn the scripts and then you get into some habits and maybe not some good habits, right? I want to encourage you to go back to the basics. I tell online sales specialists all the time, go back to what you learned at the beginning because it still works. Like it's the scripts work. So
yeah, absolutely. So chat this out. What did Jen do perfect there? Tell us what she did well. We'll talk about it. We want to see it on the comments. I say chat, comments, whatever you want to say. Give her a thumbs up because she did such a good job. But I mean, let's talk through this. First of all, starting off right off the bat, she has a warm and inviting greeting, and then she gets my name. You know,
yeah,
names are
a big one.
Sweetest sound in any language. Everybody loves to hear their name, and when you use it appropriately throughout the call, and instantly gets that person back into the conversation and knows that you're listening, and it's warm, friendly, and the easiest way to build rapport, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
So great there. Bridget says Jen does everything well. Thank you, Bridget. That's so nice. She's so specific. You have seeded this Facebook Live with people who love you. Right? Great personality. Now let's talk the qualifying side. I love some of the questions out there. Some even said, what prompted you to call me today? That's a great qualifying question.
That is a good question. Yeah.
You know, that it's big to spend your time working on those qualifying questions because instantly that builds credibility for you. It's like, this is the expert and there's an end result to this call, right? They're asking me questions because there's going to be a desired result, which is great.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, when you take time to build rapport and ask questions and not, you know, I tell everybody, slow down and, you know, just build rapport and, you know, ask questions. And when you hand that golden egg nugget, whatever I usually call it, over to your sales team with this appointment and all of this information, you know, you got a paragraph of information about this prospect, the salesperson they've got this warm lead and all this information all this knowledge versus just a walk-in person off the street who now they've got to start from scratch building rapport, but they already know all of this information before they come out. It's really a great way to convert at a higher rate appointment to sale if you have
let's talk about how she handled the objection, which we're always going to get them. I want you guys to comment on what she did so well on handling that objection of, we'll just drive out this weekend. I've got to check with my spouse. I had to check with my wife, which I actually do always have to check with my wife. But talk through how she handled that, because it was brilliant. And one thing just to keep in mind too on the call, we talked about this at the beginning, in this attention economy where we are sucked into our phone, we are constantly distracted by other things dinging and donging. You know, even when we get into email, there's a million other emails flying there. We see 120 plus emails going in and out of our inbox every single day. We check our phone 150 times a day.
Yeah.
And it's like, what happens with the value of a phone call? Now we've got someone live. That value of the phone call has gone through the roof.
Yes.
Because this is a live, same place, same time conversation. You have, like, the world has to stop.
Yes.
And too often what we see is no clear plan of action for your phone call, no practice, no scripts, no dialogues, too distracted by everything else that's going on around us and not realizing the importance of that call. When this phone rings or when you're making it ring and you get a customer on the phone, that's your best opportunity. Jen, what percentage of time would you set an appointment when you got a prospect on the phone? What would you guess?
Like 90%. I mean, yeah, I mean, that's why we spend so much time talking to you guys about phone calls, because that is going to be like, that's your highest and best use. That's where you can really make an impact and a difference. When you get a lead come into you that has a phone number, please pick up the phone and call it.
Yeah.
You know, don't just send the email. Like, that is really, you know, be thinking, if I can get this person on the phone, instantly build rapport, find out what they need, make sure it's a good fit. I mean, it's golden.
That's right. And she absolutely, a great comment from Heather saying it turns that first visit into a be back, which is exactly the case. Gives you a distinct competitive advantage when you've done this. That call is the next step, and it moves into that appointment. So you have to work on this, fine tune it, perfect it, practice it. I love the other comment I saw there talking about the dialogue back and forth. Listen, this practice sesh on Facebook Live is something that you all should be doing.
Absolutely.
Don't use a live call as your practice session, right? we know the questions people are asking. We know what's going on. You want to make sure that you're practicing this beforehand. So a couple of quick tips for you as we wrap up this video. Thank you for staying with us, all of you guys. We appreciate it. Give us some
love.
Give us the heart one. We like the heart, right? Here's what I'm gonna tell you. Jen did a great job. Thank you, Jen. This was a good idea, and it's good just to have to watch later. But here's what we know. Number one, there needs to be a specific and desired result for that phone call. If you're getting on and you're winging it, you are not winning on your calls. You're just winging it, right? The phone rings. You get a prospect. You need to learn how to engage, slow them down, open strong, right? Make sure that you're prepared. Go through the qualifying questions. Assume the appointment all through the call. Assume that the appointment is going to happen up here, and then tell them what the next step is, and be ready for an objection. I always scratch my head when we hear objections and people start faltering. It's like, they're coming. There's like 7 objections.
Right.
We'll drive out. I got to check with my wife. We're just looking right now. Can you just send me the info? It's the same stuff that we hear over and over again. Without those specific scripts and dialogues, you won't be able to manage that call, but you can do it. With that comes confidence. Confidence, it just says expertise, and I'm here to help. And at the end of the day, what's the worst thing that they're going to say, Jen? What's the worst thing a prospect's going to say to you at the end of the day when you go through all this and you try to overcome objections?
No thanks.
No thanks. They can't even give you a dirty look because they're on the phone, right? So
I'm good.
I'm good. So don't be scared. A lot of people get scared because they can hear those objections and they come in live. But hey, the phone is your friend. We love our phone. Everybody pick up their phone. I just
want to give some encouragement to some of those, new online sales consultants out there or specialists out there that are just starting out. And, this is a big, that confidence, like you just said, Mike, that is the biggest part of this. So the only way that you're going to get better is to go back and listen to your calls. Listen to your calls, write down. It's not trying to be, especially like when we're listening with you, it's not a negative thing. It's to help you get better. Like I said to Mike, he won by answering the phone. So you're already winning there. Now just, just practice over and over again. Listen to your calls, write down what you did good, write down what you improved, and you will get better. It just takes practice and a little bit of time.
Absolutely. All right. So thank you all for joining us. I'm going to just flash up Astrid here. Okay.
Hey, Astrid.
She had a great comment. Thank you. That she's a superstar on the phone. We always love to have you guys. Stay tuned for more Facebook Live coming. Hey, we got to launch. If you're not on for the VIP list,
definitely
for the summit, get on, because I'm telling you, this bad boy is going to be over with before we know it. It's going to be sold out. That's September 21st and 22nd in beautiful Phoenix, Arizona at the Biltmore Hotel. Visit doyouconvert.com. Sign up for the newsletter so you won't miss anything. And thank you, everybody, for joining us in. I'm giving you a virtual thumbs up.
Thanks, everybody.
Virtual heart. See, it's popping on the screen.
Cowbell.
Oh, I've got the cowbell. You stayed on for the cowbell, folks.